So today we will discuss about the concept of GCD and LCM in rings. For A and B belongs to R star, which is equal to the ring R except its additive identity. So D belongs to R star is called GCD of A and B if first of all this D divides A as well as D divides B in R, and secondly if there exists some C belongs to R star such that this C also divides A and C divides B, then this implies, because we are talking about GCD means greatest common divisors, so D should be the greatest, which implies C should divide D. So this was the definition of GCD. Now for LCM, say L belongs to R star is called LCM of A and B if first of all, because LCM means least common multiple, first of all it should be a multiple of both A and B, that is A divides L and B divides L. Now secondly, if there is some K belongs to R star such that A divides K and this D divides A, then as the name suggests the least common multiple, L should be the least, this should imply that L divides K. So this was the general definition about GCD and LCM. Now we will do one important counter example about, like, it is not necessary that every time in every ring the GCD and LCM will exist for any two numbers. So we will do one example for that, in which we will come across two numbers for which GCD and LCM does not exist. So let's consider a ring R, which is we can say Z iota square root 5, which is basically defined as A plus B iota square root 5, such that this A and B belongs to the set of integers. Now we will find two numbers from this such that they doesn't have a GCD in this ring R. So let us consider x is equal to 2 plus 2 iota root 5, that is equal to 2 1 plus iota root 5. Another number we consider y, which is equal to 6, which can also be written as 1 plus iota root 5 1 minus iota root. Now we will prove that. We will first try to find out GCD. Let's say D is GCD of x and y. Before this we define a norm function for this. Let us define norm of alpha is equal to a square plus 5b square, where alpha is a plus iota b root 5. Okay. So now D is GCD of x and y, so D will divide x and D will divide y. So if D divides x, so x is equal to some a times d and y some b times d. Now we will apply norm function on this. So norm of x will be, since we know that norm is a multiplicative function, so it will act like norm of a, norm of b, and norm of y is equal to norm of b into norm of D. From here what we can conclude is that norm of D divides norm of X as well as norm of D divides norm of Y. So now we will try to find out the norms of X and Y. Since X is this 2 into 1 plus iota root 5, so norm of X, by definition it will be 4 into norm of 2 is 2 square into norm of 1 plus iota root 5, which will be equal to 1 square plus root 5 square. So it will be 6, that is 24, and similarly norm of Y will be equal to norm of the first component and norm of second. So its norm is 6 as well its norm is 6. So it will be norm of 6 into 6, which is 36. Now since norm of D divides norm of X as well as norm of Y, so norm of D will divide GCD of norm of X and norm of Y, which implies norm of D will divide GCD of 24 and 36. So norm of D divides 12. So this is our equation number 1. Now since we can see that 2 divides X as well as 2 divides Y, so now 2 divides X and 2 divides Y. So 2 is a common divisor for X and Y, but D is highest common divisor, so greatest common divisor. So 2 will divide D as well. So D will be some 2 into D dash, for some D dash belongs to set of integers. From here what we can conclude is norm of D is equal to norm of 2 is 4 into norm of D dash. So this implies that 4 divides norm of D. Okay. Now what we get is 4 divides norm of D and norm of D divides 12. Also, since we can see that from X and Y, 1 plus iota root 5 is common in both the factors. So 1 plus iota root 5 divides X and 1 plus iota root 5 divides Y. So by similar argument, it will divide their GCD D. So norm of this will divide norm of D, which implies norm of what is norm is 6 divides norm of D. So it is equation number say 3, and we will make equation number 3. Now from equation number 2 and equation number 3, what we can conclude is, since we have 4 divides norm of D and 6 divides norm of D, so their LCM will also divide norm of D. This gives us 12 divides norm of D. Say this equation number 4. From our equation number 1, norm of D divides 12, and from 4, 12 divides norm of D. So this concludes that norm of D is 12. So if GCD exists, then its norm would be 12. Now how we define norm was, norm of any number alpha was a square plus 5b square, where alpha was a plus iota b root 5. But there does not exist a and b belongs to integers such that a square plus 5b square is equal to 12. It is very easy to check. So GCD of X and Y does not exist in R. So there is known element in this R which is GCD for these two numbers. By similar arguments we can prove that there is no element in these two which can act as an LCM of these two numbers. Okay. Thank you.